3-minute warning. Games will begin in 3 minutes. Two-minute warning. Games will begin in 2 minutes. One minute. Courts line it up. Feel free to begin if you're ready to go. Start your clock.
And here we are, Looney Tunes, Strike 1919.
Why don't you introduce yourself for starters?
Oh, right. My name's Terry Thrasher, playing for Velocity out of Ontario. Well, I'm out of Ontario. I guess the team's from all over. Yeah, back in the broadcast booth after... Oh, there's a little pop-up. Ooh, and oh, wow, and Cooper with a catch, too. That's a nice little back and forth.
Lucier with the catch on that, but unfortunately, the two got hit at the same time. It's down 6-on-4, 5-on-4. I can't count. Still.
It's hard in the moment.
Oh, my goodness. So for that story that people are asking for, I'll try to get it through this game, but I have a feeling this game's going to be very exciting, so I might have to stop every once in a while. So interrupt me if something exciting happens, but this backline story.
It's a throw from Trivedi. Sanfilippo pushing him back. And missing. Oh, there's a hit on Barry.
I'm glad you know names. I'm still trying to learn.
I mean, I know the Ontario players pretty well.
That's good, that's good.
I know a lot of the Manitoba folks too, but...
I probably haven't been in the community as long as you have, though, as well, so...
It's been a few years. We have... Oh, yeah. Everybody get back. There's been a lot of that today. All right, so numbers evened up player-wise, and we've got throws onto San Filippo.
Blatant knee pads. No one was there for the team catch.
Strike looking to regroup. Those throws kind of staggered a little too much, probably. Yeah. And it looks like a little shot there onto Fogg. It's not at the top of the head. Now Looney Tunes with the 4-on-2 advantage. Trivedi missing. There's a block by Somerville. There's a counter. Morrison goes low. Trivedi takes the... Whoa, and got her.
Ooh, not enough 5-hole on that one.
Yeah. Couldn't have been by much, but...
That's her strength right there. She's a new player on strike this year, so... Brand new over the last year and has developed nice.
Left without a ball. We see James electing not to take that shot, looking to set up with the team first. It's a good shot by McLaren, but...
Her last name changed since the last time you saw her head.
I did see that on Facebook, so...
Okay. I think we talked about that yesterday, so we don't have to now.
Somerville, and Trivedi missing. Oh, and then she gets James. Morrison with the block.
Oh, off the top of the head. I wasn't sure because her reaction was like, nope, but
yeah,
it did end up hitting her anyways. Refs having a discussion. I don't think it's important to us, though.
Well, we can't hear it. It can't be that big a deal, right?
Yeah, exactly. If it's quick and whatever, that's fine. Backline story, since they're on the backline now. One time when I was on the backline, the whistle blew, and I stood there. And I stood there for 10 seconds, and the ref called me out. I was upset because I didn't think of coming off of that back line, but there you go.
I hope people weren't let down with that backline story.
I really built it up to be something amazing, but it was absolutely nothing.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Well, you didn't really see the build-up.
That is true.
All these people wanted me to tell the story, but I wasn't even planning to, and that's all it was.
Now, it's a good... Well, there's a grab by Barry, too. Quick 6-on-4 advantage for Looney Tunes.
For some reason, I see odd similarities on this Looney Tunes team compared to Team Australia.
Really?
From when we were at Worlds there. It's very, very similar play style for some reason. I'm not sure if that's just me.
I think a lot of these Looney Tunes players do like the counterattacks. So several of them, especially I'd say the ones playing out of Hamilton, which would be Barry, Morrison, Somerville, they're very used to a counterattack heavy style with cloth dodgeballs.
Oh, okay.
And I find that carries over into foam for them quite a bit, and they're good at it.
It also might be the hairstyle of that one player. There's a very similar hairstyle to one of the Team Australia's. Can't remember her name offhand.
Oh, good shots on Saracen. Is that how you say her?
Saracen? Yes. We had a long discussion about that yesterday. Sassarin, yes. Was that Matt? Ooh, that was Matt Klipcheski, who should know all our names. But he doesn't.
He'll get there.
Yeah. He was also a pretty funny guy, so he might be doing that on purpose.
You can see Looney Tunes closing out these first couple of points pretty well. They're hitting a lot of their shots. They're making a couple of good catches. Definitely looking like they're in the groove early on. And off the rush, nothing much.
We had to be careful with that joke last game because the team we're having here was also called Rush.
Oh, that's right. Edmonton team, were they?
Calgary?
Calgary?
Well, we were told by someone it's all of Alberta,
We were
but...
told by the fun facts sheet.
Oh, so it was you. Let's blame Adriana for everything, right?
Oh, there's a hit on Pham. Popped up well out of reach of her teammates. Somerville, fierce fakes, driving them back. That ball.
That's scary.
That is a good shot
She
by
was
Barry.
trying to go for the shot for shot, but it just did not work out for O'Reilly.
Yep. And
Sanch, sorry.
I went through this yesterday as well.
it's hard sometimes.
Last names?
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
say, I don't know if you tried with any of the Malaysian names too, but they're just pronounced differently than you would guess in a lot of
Yeah.
cases. Luckily, they were very gracious about helping us out. But
And not many letters in those last names either. So, timeout?
we can clearly take this chance to answer the question about good food ideas. I can say,
Yes.
since I got here in Manitoba, most of my meals have been at Subway.
Interesting.
The discount cold cut trio. So
Subway's been here for a long time. However, Subway's not a sponsor. Domino's Pizza is. Look at that sign that's floating out in the background, everybody. Domino's Pizza has provided all the pizza for these volunteers and people that are doing stuff for this tournament.
but have they provided Cinesticks? Because that is
Unfortunately not. We will have to talk to Real Wilmont and complain. I would like cinnamon sticks, however, might end up with diabetes by the end of this.
there's
That'll be a bloody nose.
hopefully McLaren just shaking that off a bit.
She's been hit in the face with harder balls than that for sure.
I mean, you play long enough, it's going to happen.
It is. I've actually seen her bleed before. I forget who it was that made the shot. Oh, still got her hand to her face. Those sorts of shots are going to make you water your eyes no matter what.
Yeah. Oh, bobble on the rush. That's too bad. Giving up that early ball control for nothing. Not a good feeling, but hopefully Strike can recover.
Was that a strike joke?
I don't know. If it was, it wasn't on purpose.
It's just like the rush jokes from the last game. You don't want to know about them. Jordan Ansu just appeared behind us. He is a ref.
Trivadian,
From the
James
previous
Hill.
game?
Oh, yes.
You may remember him?
That was the ref that was involved in that line story that I disappointed all you viewers with.
It was not really even a story.
Basically just a story about Jordan Ansu calling me out once.
You
Called
called
me
Mitch
out.
out once.
You called me out for just standing on a line. Premier.
We have there that second shot. I think got
It was
bogged out.
about an ankle biter right there.
There we have Strike to the line. Ooh, there's a headshot onto Pham. Not quite as hard, I think, but it looks like it got her in the eye. She's shaking that off too.
Having her eyes left open with a ball going right across them also.
It's a good shot.
Not painful, but surprising? What's the word? Something like that?
Catches you off guard for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And Strike with a good player advantage here. Looking for Cooper. Eludes those throws. And now a couple of Maple Leaf team members from last season. There's a block by San Filippo. And it looks like it's just going to be Katrina Abu-Risk against 4 members of Strike.
Yes. Stood on the line, and that is pretty much how disappointing that story
Abu-Risk
was.
looking for the catch. Couldn't find that one. Probably up a little too high to get her hands to it in time. So
Finally, Strike is relieved to be at least on the board.
As they switch sides.
always an exciting moment of any dodgeball game.
Switching
Lots of
sides.
handshaking.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Sorry for hitting you in the face.
Did McLaren? Just kidding. What's that mic?
Nobody wants to hear Mitch's stories anymore, so.
Yeah, Beth keeps cutting out my mic. I don't know what she's doing over there. I'm just name dropping you. Be appreciative. I'm moving too much. Great.
A lot of friendly banter up here in the booth. This is a really good view you folks have.
Someone's got to do it, right?
Right.
We're talking about how I'm the Corey Graves of dodgeball right now.
Who's Corey Graves?
Oh, okay.
Wrestling. I'm Renee.
I don't watch a lot of
You're
wrestling.
not a
these
wrestling
days.
fan, yeah.
No, I
You
did.
gotta leave the booth.
When I was young, and when I lived in Ottawa, I went to lots of local wrestling. It's pretty fun to see someone powerbomb through a table like 10 feet in front of you.
Riveting?
Is that a table joke? I'm not.
No, I'm just using a word that isn't exciting or adrenaline pumping.
Barry couldn't block that one.
Words
cleanly.
with Mitch.
Yes. Thesauruses are my friend sometimes.
Yeah.
Till it's not the word I meant to use.
And we see Looney Tunes opting not to go for the player in the middle with the ball. I think that job of fishing for water bottle.
That has happened so many times. Every time Strike plays on this court, a bottle falls down. I have no idea what's going on.
That's not cool.
Yeah. And Gielan gets mad every single time.
I think that's a reasonable thing to get mad about.
Well, it could also, if the water spills all over the floor, then someone's gonna have to clean it up because it'll be a safety hazard.
I think that water bottle was empty.
Luckily.
Yes.
And Trivedi going low. And Somerville. Ooh, that shot up high.
Off the forehead-ish something.
We have the big fakes from the corners. As the plays come in from the middle. That one's well blocked. San Filippo with their own scary looking fakes. Oh! And San Filippo with the counter onto James. There's a shot onto Cooper. And Strike.
There's a
currently in
lot
control.
going on right now. It's a lot of every 5 seconds something happens.
I think the ref's calling captains in?
being called over, yeah.
No.
Looking very authoritative as a ref there.
I'm trying to read lips. Fun fact about one of those refs.
Don't do it.
Adriana doesn't want me to do it. Okay, fine.
And so now with the
I really want to do it.
4-on-2 player advantage for Strike, looking to close this out against Morrison and Trivedi. Morrison looking for that counter, and goes low. Elects not to take that shot on the McLaren.
Fun
Count
fact,
running
I
low.
want to know your favorite chocolate bar. What is your favorite chocolate bar?
Someone wants to know our favorite chocolate bar.
So we want to know.
Terry Thrasher. If that is your real name, Terry Thrasher. I
think
know
so.
it is. It is, yeah.
So
That was also a wrestling reference, wasn't it? If that is your real name.
San Filippo setting up this 4-on-1 with a great catch. Morrison. Oh,
That
they're
was
saying
off
a
that
block.
ball.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Ooh.
what were you talking about? Chocolate bars?
I think off the ground. I don't think that was a catch.
I think that was off the ground, yeah. She didn't get as excited as if it were a catch, McLaren.
Morrison going low. Oh, that one bounces in.
That was bounce, yeah. I honestly thought it was a catch, though, at first.
Yeah.
Our vantage point is a little...
Both refs looking, though. Oh, Morrison with the hit. Stuck at the line. Missing.
missed.
Guylaine, I'm sure, wishing she had that one back.
Yeah.
McLaren now. Bouncing.
Oh. Sudden death? Or were we already? I don't know what happened there.
So there's a question about Terry's favorite dodgeball move. That would be the jumping in the air and then landing in a heap on the ground.
Is there any hit in there?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So what I really like about what Guylaine just did there, she closed the gap on Katie, who was stuck at the line, really quickly and didn't throw too early and aimed right for her knee, like where there's no chance of making that catch, giving it up into the pocket. Never a good feeling when you're throwing from 2 feet away. Very smart play.
That way you're not accidentally being the person in the face. It's really bad.
Yeah. That is true. That doesn't feel nice.
Personally, but I know there's people out there who would.
We also have a question about what is the score on the Riptide game right now, and it looks like it is 3-0 for Riptide.
Wearing very festive. That's their super bright uniforms, which I think are new this year. They didn't look that snazzy last year. I mean, the blue and white was good.
They were in blue and white yesterday.
Yeah.
That's their classic, the blue and white.
Their OG look. I think Mitch's mic is having some troubles.
No one wants to hear me anyways.
According to the chat, those jerseys are not new.
Ooh. I mean, I've never been to PEI, so I wouldn't have seen them, I'm sure.
You went to Nationals last year, though?
Yeah, I was in Halifax last year. I think they were just sporting the blue and white, but if I'm wrong, I'm sure someone in the chat will correct me. Whoa, nice catch. Pham pulls that one out of the air. Well, I guess she was in the air and it hit her, but same thing.
That still works.
Throws
English is a weird language. I would say that works still.
I'll take it. I think PI is on the list of destinations still. I've hit an embarrassingly small proportion of Canada so far, so.
Well, it looks like someone has invited you in the comments to come. So.
Well, that's very nice.
Well, I want what? Nobody else? None of us? Just
Nobody
Terry?
wants you there and your stories, Mitch.
Nobody wants my stories.
Because you might stand on the line and get out.
It was an aggressive throw from Cooper. No.
I crossed the line too much, that is true.
Oh, Cooper couldn't collapse on that. Sanfilippo knocked out. Morrison holding the line. Baits that throw from the knees.
Ooh. Lecure. Lecure? I actually don't know how to pronounce her last name.
It's like Lecuye or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, actually.
That's just a guess. So
That's what Matt said yesterday, so.
Wouldn't the ER might be silent, though, if it's a French last name?
So is it Lecuye?
I don't know.
Lecuye.
I've heard several different versions. So it looks like PI has a beach dodgeball tournament that people are talking about in the chat.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's,
Is it indoor or
play
outdoor?
on a legit beach.
Oh, that would
And
be
camp
outdoor.
on the spot after. And have some bonding experiences with your teammates after.
That's an interesting thing about this dodgeball community across the nation is the bonding experiences. Doesn't matter what province you're from, it's a community all across the country.
Wow, nice grab. Morrison in the zone. Missing that shot, though. Was in the zone briefly, and now has come out of the zone.
Lecuye. So I was right. I was making that up.
I've just heard several versions throughout our commentary.
Yeah, well, Lucier was my original thought, but I know that wasn't right.
Now Looney Tunes 3 strong. Well blocked.
Oh, she's a scary player. Her
Nice
windmill.
Yeah.
Her windmill and her fakes, like, all look legit. And her catching is on point, usually, so.
She takes out Abu Risk.
She broke my glasses, actually, once when I was playing.
I'm sure that wasn't a good feeling either.
That was like a year and a half ago.
And Barry avoiding that shot. And we see Morrison holding the line again. There's a block.
Oh, off the shoulder. You can't block two balls at once when they're two different places, unless you got two balls in your hands.
She did a good job. Like, there were a lot of really good blocks there.
Yeah.
From Sanchi. Just Sanch?
Sanch.
Is it Sanch? Okay.
Yeah, Sanchi is what I used to call her and got yelled at.
It's good that by her, I assume. She corrected you.
I don't know if it was her. It probably was.
Now 4-2 Looney Tunes. O'Reilly with the old, I haven't cleared the ball yet, fake.
Hey, it does throw people off.
It gets me sometimes, for sure.
It gets me all the time, for sure.
Oh,
cleared
wow,
the
quick
court
hits.
into the other court.
Where's that thesaurus?
The other playing field? That's the only thing I can think of.
You see those big fakes from Sanch.
Playing
keeping Cooper back. A nice shot by Barry.
Foot snipe or something.
Feet-seeking missiles.
Feet-seeking missiles. That is great. I'm going to use that, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think I heard a 1-minute call. McLaren coming to the line, lets it go. Good block by Barry. Nice shot onto Somerville, eliminating her.
Right in the breadbasket, but
Yeah.
not grippy enough, I guess.
Too much power on the throw from Lakuye.
Now here's a question. Good pronunciation, by the way. Does chalk really help catching?
I don't know. I've not used chalk. Like I know it kind of dries your hands out a bit, which is helpful once your hands get kind of sweaty. I've used a dry hands thing before just to try and avoid. Oh, at risk, and Barry hit out. Good counterattacking there by Strike. They also have 4 balls. I think they got Fam.
They're clearing house.
McLaren.
Line.
Oh, that looks like line.
Oh.
Yeah, that was line. I guess.
So it
the
looks
refs
like
didn't see
someone
that.
was asking about the Nova Scotia game on the far court. But I think from where we're sitting, we can't actually see the score.
Yeah, it's pointed the other direction. Or is it?
Oh no, I can see it if if I just stand up.
Yeah.
3-2 Nova Scotia over Windchill right now. And on the far court, looks like 7-1 for, I think that's Chimera. Chimera?
Yeah. Sorry.
Actually, I had never noticed that.
I got corrected multiple times this weekend for that one.
I can't see who that is they're playing
The
against.
Sasuke.
Sas. Oh,
Is
yeah.
that
the women
Sasuke?
one?
Okay.
Yeah. Chimera and Sasuke. Chimera 7-1?
Looks like it. Yeah.
And then in the center court, we have
3-3.
Wawarons and the men's Saskatchewan team, 3-3. And that was just us talking over the exciting conclusion.
Oh, this game's
Strike and
over?
Looney Tunes. Yeah. So Strike pulling out that last point, making it close. 4-3. It was a competitive match. I think it took Strike a little while to find their footing in that game.
Yeah.
But
They came back and they were starting to come back near the end, but
Yeah. Strong
Looney Tunes held it out.
some excitement on the court, some of the players.
See, that's community.
Yeah.
Well, great. My mic's